God says, 2 minutes left, it's only for you, don't tell anyone. Angels have taken your name to move you from your house tonight, so stay with me and listen carefully before 11:59 p.m. Stop scrolling. Don't turn away. This is not an accident. If you leave now, you may miss something you've been praying for. This moment carries more weight than you know. Something eternal is being spoken into your life. If you're here, it's because heaven chose this exact second to interrupt your timeline and deliver a divine warning, a divine instruction, and a divine rescue. Comment Amen to affirm that you're receiving this word right now. You have 2 minutes. That's not a metaphor. That's not a random number. I am counting down, and I want your full attention. Because when I speak, I never speak without purpose. My angels have already spoken your name. They have been sent to move you tonight. That's not a figure of speech. Your name was lifted into the throne room today, and this is your final alert before the shift begins. You are being called out of where you are and into where I have destined you to be. Listen to me, child. Node, num. You've been sitting in a place where you no longer belong. There's been a restlessness in your spirit, a stirring in your soul, because I have been preparing your exit. The walls around you may look the same, but in the spirit, the doors have already opened. Before 11:59 p.m., you will feel the winds of my movement. Before this night ends, you will be called higher. But you must not hesitate. Do not delay. Stay with me now. I am not speaking this to everyone. This is only for the one whose heart has been crying out in secret. You have been asking, God, do you see me? Do you know what I'm facing? And my answer is yes. I saw the moment you broke in silence. I watched the battle you couldn't explain to anyone. I have seen you cover your pain with smiles. You've been walking with wounds, and yet you kept believing. That's why heaven is moving tonight. Comment 1111 if you believe this is your divine hour. The move is not just physical, it is spiritual. I am lifting you out of a mindset that has been trapping you. I am pulling you from the shadows of fear. You are not meant to live in survival mode anymore. I never called you to build your future on anxiety and panic. That house you've been in mentally, emotionally, spiritually, it's been shaking for a reason. I allowed it to shake so you'd know it was never your permanent place. You are not being evicted, you are being elevated. I am not pushing you out, I am pulling you up. This is not punishment, it's preparation. You thought you were losing something, but you're about to gain what eyes have not seen. The enemy thought the delay would break you. He never imagined that the delay would shape you. What was sent to destroy you has made you ready for the next level of your calling. And tonight is the turning point. You've been asking me, when will things change? And I'm telling you now, it starts before midnight. Heaven operates on a timing you can't always see. But when I say move, every force in the universe aligns. The world may not know what's happening to you, but the spirit realm has been stirred on your behalf. The angels were dispatched with one name on their lips, yours. That's not coincidence, that's confirmation. There is a reason this word is reaching you at this exact time. You needed to hear me before you took another step. You needed clarity before confusion tried to choke your faith again. You needed to know that I've already gone ahead of you. You are not stepping into the unknown, you are stepping into the prepared. I've made a place for you. I've ordered provision to meet you there. I've sent favor ahead of you. But I need you to listen carefully. Do not tell anyone. This word isn't for public announcement. This is between you and me. What I do for you in the quiet, I will reveal in due time. Let no one talk you out of what I'm about to do. Let no voice pull you back to a place I've called you out from. This is a sacred move. This is a midnight moment. You are favored, even if you felt forgotten. You are chosen, even if you've been rejected. My hand has not left you. My presence has been with you even in the nights you cried alone. Every tear has been gathered, every prayer has been recorded, every silent plea has been answered. I was never far. I was working behind the scenes. I was positioning people and preparing places for your arrival. If this word has stirred something inside you, take a moment and like this video. You won't know how many lives your click might touch, but your obedience here might be the seed of someone else's deliverance. Now hear me. You are not too late. You have not missed it. The delay was divine. The pain had a purpose. What you thought was a breakdown was really a birthing. I have been forming something in you that can only be revealed through the shaking. You are stronger than you feel. You are deeper than you appear. You carry my spirit, and that makes you unstoppable. The enemy has tried everything to wear you out before the breakthrough. He sent discouragement. He whispered lies. He tried to confuse your identity. But even in the battle, you kept standing. You felt weak, but you were stronger than ever. The fire didn't burn you, it refined you. The storm didn't sink you, it trained you. And now, you are ready. Comment 222 if you trust this is your time to move forward. You are walking into a moment where everything shifts, not by your power, but by mine. I will open doors no man can shut. I will close chapters that no longer serve you. I will silence the voices that once had power over your peace. I will plant you where your roots can go deep and your fruit will multiply. This is not the end, it's the beginning of what you were born for. A neuroscientist says yes, a 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. Stay close to me. Stay in my word. Stay in prayer. I have not forgotten a single promise I made you. They are not on hold. They are unfolding. Don't let temporary pain make you forget permanent purpose. You were made for more than just survival. You were made to carry my glory. You were made to walk in freedom, not fear. The house I'm moving you from is too small for the calling I've placed in you. What's coming will make sense of everything that came before it. The doors that closed will no longer sting. The people who left will no longer haunt your peace. What's ahead of you is greater than anything behind you. But you must trust me in this moment. You must not look back. The angels have taken your name. The orders have been sent. The hour is now. You are standing in a narrow space between what was and what will be. You are between doors, and the next step requires faith, not fear. You don't need all the answers. You only need to stay close to me, because I'm about to do what no man can take credit for. The shift I'm preparing isn't just about where you live or what you do. It's about who you are becoming. I'm pulling layers off of you that were never meant to stay. I'm stripping off labels the world tried to give you. You are not forgotten. You are not broken beyond repair. You are not too far gone. You are not disqualified. You are exactly who I said you are. Chosen, called, covered, redeemed. That's the identity the enemy has been trying to bury under fear, shame, and disappointment. But I am uncovering you now. You've been feeling the weight of something you couldn't explain. You've been sensing something was about to break, but you didn't know when or how. This is your confirmation. The reason you've been uncomfortable is because you've outgrown where you are. The environment, the patterns, the people, the routine, it can no longer contain what I've placed in you. That unease isn't punishment, it's preparation. I am stirring your spirit so you won't settle where you were only meant to pass through. Comment 333 to declare your faith in this word. The enemy is nervous right now. He's been watching you get back up again and again when he thought the last hit would be the final blow. He doesn't know what to do with a child who refuses to quit. That's why he's been trying to distract you lately. That's why the pressure increased, the anxiety spiked, and the fear crept in. But those were not signs of failure. They were signs of closeness to your next level, your next miracle, your next open door. He sees what's coming, even when you can't. But I see it too, and unlike the enemy, I'm not here to scare you, I'm here to strengthen you. I'm not calling you out to expose you, I'm calling you up to bless you. I'm not here to remind you of your mistakes. I'm here to redeem the time that was stolen. You haven't wasted your life. I can restore years in a moment. I can turn pain into purpose. I can turn weakness into wisdom. Nothing is beyond my reach. There is a move happening tonight. It's already begun in the spirit. The atmosphere around you has shifted. You may not see it, but some of you are already feeling it in your heart, in your body, in your thoughts. That stirring, that pull, that disruption, it's not random. It's me. I am shaking things loose so you can walk out free. You've been bound too long. You've tolerated what I never intended for you to carry. But now I am saying, enough. You're not going to cry yourself to sleep anymore. You're not going to wake up dreading the day. You're not going to walk around numb, pretending you're fine. You are about to live again. You have a future. You have purpose. You are not a mistake. You are not invisible to me. I've heard the cries that no one else heard. I've seen the battles you didn't have words for. And I am moving now, not tomorrow, not next week now. Because the time has come. Before the clock strikes 11:59 p.m., I will begin to do a new thing in your life. Will you believe me for it? Comment 555 if you're expecting a shift before midnight. There is an anointing being released in this hour. It is not for everyone. It is for those who have been hidden, those who have been faithful in quiet places, those who kept believing when there was no sign, those who kept walking when the road disappeared. This word is not entertainment. This is alignment. I am aligning your steps with my will. I am aligning your heart with my voice. I am aligning your purpose with my power. Do not be afraid of this transition. I am not removing things from you to punish you. I am removing them to protect you. There are relationships that can't go where I'm taking you. There are habits that can't survive the altitude I'm lifting you to. There are patterns that must break so your legacy can begin. I know it feels like loss, but what I take, I replace with better. What I close, I open wider. What I prune, I cause to bear more fruit. You are not alone in this move. I am with you. My spirit will go before you. My angels will surround you. My grace will carry you. My word will guide you. You don't need to have it all figured out. You just need to trust me. I've brought you through every valley before this, and I'm not about to let you go now. You didn't come this far to be abandoned. You've been kept for this. I know you feel tired. I know you feel like you've been fighting one thing after another with barely enough strength to stand. But even now, my strength is being made perfect in your weakness. I am refreshing your soul. I am reviving your passion. I am restoring your joy. You thought it was over, but I am just beginning. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed. A 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now, you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The pressure you've been under is breaking the shell around your next level. Don't resist it. Let me work, let me shift, let me move. The pain has not been for nothing. It's been pushing you toward this moment. The ones who left, the plans that fell through, the doors that slammed shut, it was all part of the setup. You weren't being rejected, you were being redirected. And now, you're exactly where you need to be to receive what I've been preparing for you all along. Before 11:59 p.m., you will feel something shift. It may be small or it may be overwhelming, but you will know it was me. Not a coincidence, not luck. It was my hand. I've shut the mouths of every doubter, silenced every lie of the enemy, just to speak peace over your life tonight. You need to keep listening, because the instruction I give next is the one that will carry you into freedom. The next step depends on what you choose to do now. This is the moment where you make the decision to stop running. You've been running, maybe not physically, but in your heart. Running from surrender. Running from the call. Running from the weight of purpose because it scared you. But child, I never created you to carry it alone. The reason it felt heavy is because you tried to build without me. But tonight, that ends. Tonight, you let me lead again. Tonight, you stop trying to figure out the how and start trusting who. You've been asking me, God, why does it feel like I'm stuck? And I'm answering you now, because the place you're trying to stay in is no longer anointed for you. You're trying to build a home where I only asked you to rest. You're trying to settle in a space I never called permanent. And when I start removing comfort from a place, it's never to hurt you, it's to move you. That discomfort is my kindness. That inner unrest is my protection. You were never meant to stay where your spirit has stopped growing. Comment 1212 if you're ready to be planted where you will grow again. You've been surrounded by voices that do not know your destiny. You've let too many opinions shape your identity. But tonight, I am cutting through the noise. My sheep know my voice, and I am speaking to you now. You are not forgotten. You are not too late. You are not too damaged. I have a place for you that no one else can take. I don't care what they said about you. I don't care who left or who doubted. What I placed in you was not dependent on their approval. What I birthed in your spirit cannot be stolen by man. You are standing at the door of the greatest shift of your life. And all I ask is that you trust me, not when it makes sense, not when it feels safe, but right now, when everything in your life feels uncertain. That's when faith is pure. That's when trust is real. I am not asking for perfection. I'm asking for surrender, because surrender is where my miracles begin. That's where my power shows up. That's when chains break and doors open and favor floods in like a river. I have not called you to be perfect. I have called you to be faithful. You don't have to have all the answers. You don't need to know every detail. Just take the step. Trust me with the next breath. Follow me into the unknown. Because where I'm leading you is better than what you're leaving behind. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's scary. But I promise you what I have prepared is worth everything you're releasing. You thought you needed to have more strength. You thought you needed more proof. But what you really needed was to believe that I am with you. And I am. I have never left your side. In every season, through every heartbreak, during every storm I've been here. Even when you couldn't feel me, even when you felt alone, I never stopped fighting for you. I never stopped covering you. And I never will. Comment 777 if you believe. My presence has never left your side. You are not what happened to you. You are not defined by your trauma. You are not the sum of your past decisions. You are who I say you are, and I say you are mine. I say you are chosen. I say you are loved. I say you are destined for more than what you've experienced so far. The enemy tried to write your story, but I'm the author. And what I write cannot be erased by darkness. You've been through enough to break others. But here you are, still breathing, still believing, still standing. That's not weakness. That's proof of my spirit inside you. That's the mark of someone who is about to walk in promise. You may feel tired, but I am renewing your strength. You may feel lost, but I am lighting your path. You may feel unseen, but I am calling you by name. This night, everything changes. There's someone who has been holding on by a thread, feeling like they've messed up too much, that they've lost their chance. Listen to me. I restore, I rebuild, I redeem. Nothing is too far gone for me. You think your story is over, but I'm about to write a new chapter, one filled with joy, healing, laughter, and peace. You are not behind, you're right on time. And I'm about to show you what I've been preparing all along. Stop measuring your worth by the mistakes of yesterday. You are forgiven. You are clean. You are free. The blood of my Son covered it all. There is no condemnation in my presence. Only love, only mercy, only grace. Lift your head. Stop hiding in shame. Come out of the shadows. I didn't call you to live afraid. I called you to live bold. I called you to walk in authority. I called you to shine. The time is moving. The clock is ticking. And I don't want you to miss what's coming. That's why I'm being this direct. That's why I've stopped everything just to speak to you now. You've been pulled into a divine moment. Don't dismiss it. Don't brush it off. What I'm about to release in your life is going to be evidence that I've been with you all along. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. This move is not something you'll need to force. I will make it clear. I will confirm it again and again. I will open doors that are unmistakable. I will shut doors that you no longer need to enter. I will send peace with the decisions you are about to make. And you will not walk alone. Hold on, child. You're closer than you think. Closer to the breakthrough. Closer to the miracle. Closer to the answer you've prayed for. Just keep walking. Keep believing. Keep listening. This is the hour of change. This is your moment of release. I'm about to lift the weight. I'm about to unlock what's been held up. I'm about to do what only I can do. Every second you've lived, every tear you've cried, every prayer you've whispered in the dark has brought you here. And I want you to listen closely, because this is where things shift in your favor. You've been walking through days where it felt like nothing made sense. You've watched others rise while you waited in silence. You've smiled through heartbreaks and given when no one gave back. But I've seen it all. Not a single act of faith, not one moment of sacrifice has gone unnoticed. I have kept record, and I am a rewarder. What you planted in faith, I am about to water with blessing. What you sowed in tears, you will reap in joy. Comment 999 if you believe your harvest is on the way. There are doors I've kept shut, not to punish you, but to protect you. You cried when they closed, but you didn't know what I saw. You didn't see the trap. You didn't see the danger, but I did. I've always gone ahead of you. I've always stood behind you. I've been beside you on every road, even the ones you took without asking me. That's grace. And that grace has kept you breathing long enough to see the goodness I'm about to unfold. This next season will not look like the last. What drained you before will lose its grip. What overwhelmed you will shrink before your eyes. I'm restoring your strength. I'm restoring your sleep. I'm restoring your peace. You've been carrying too much. Now I'm lifting the weight. You don't have to hold it all together anymore. I never asked you to. I only asked you to trust me. There are people I'm removing from your path, and I know it might hurt. But listen to me, some connections can't stay where you're going. They were assigned to your past, not your purpose. I'm not removing them to leave you lonely. I'm creating space for alignment. You've prayed for clarity, and I'm answering. You've prayed for destiny, and I'm clearing the way. Trust me with the endings, and I'll show you the beginnings. This is the season where I establish you. I'm not just blessing you for a moment, I'm setting you up for stability, long-term peace, real joy, favor that rests, not just visits. I'm putting your feet on solid ground. No more cycles, no more going in circles, no more starting over and over again. The battles of the past are ending tonight. Comment 1010 if you believe the cycles are breaking right now. My child, the enemy knew how close you were. That's why the last battle was so intense. He saw the shift before you did. He recognized the anointing that was increasing. He tried to distract you. He tried to delay you. But it didn't work. You may have bent, but you didn't break. You may have wept, but you didn't walk away. That kind of faith moves heaven. That kind of endurance calls angels into motion. The angels have your name. That's not just poetic, it's real. Heaven is aware of your assignment. You're not overlooked. You're not forgotten. You are known in places your feet have never been. I've gone ahead of you and placed your name in the mouths of people who will help you in the next season. You won't have to beg for opportunities. You won't need to chase blessings. They will find you. I am healing wounds in you that have lingered for years. Some of them are so deep you stopped talking about them. But I never stopped caring. Even the pain you buried is visible to me. And I'm healing it not with temporary relief, but with complete restoration. I'm not just putting you back together, I'm making you stronger, wiser, and more grounded in who I've called you to be. The season of silence is ending. I'm putting a fresh word in your mouth. I'm stirring new dreams in your heart. I'm giving you clarity like never before. You won't feel lost anymore. You won't walk blindly. I'm lighting your path, and every step will be ordered by me. You will see it, you will know it, and you will feel peace as you go. There is a special favor on your life. That's why your path has looked different. That's why you couldn't settle like others did. I've set you apart, not to isolate you, but to prepare you. What you carry is rare, and what is rare must be refined. That's what the fire was for. That's what the waiting was for. That's why the process took so long. But now, you're ready. You've been faithful with little. Now I'm about to trust you with more. More responsibility, more influence, more provision, more wisdom. But don't be afraid. I'll walk with you through it all. The blessing won't crush you because my hand will uphold you. The promotion won't distract you because my spirit will guide you. I will keep you grounded in humility and surrounded with protection. Tonight is not ordinary. You will remember this as the night the shift began, the night peace returned, the night fear broke, the night you knew, without a doubt, that I have never left your side. This isn't just another word. This is a door that leads to what I've always had planned for you. Walk through it with faith. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Stay with me, child. This is only the beginning of what I'm unfolding. You've cried long enough. Now it's time to walk into the answers. You've waited long enough. Now it's time to see what I've prepared. Don't fear the unknown. I'm already there. Don't worry about the how. I'm the way. Tonight, I mark you with my peace. Tonight, I surround you with my glory. Tonight, I pour out new oil over your life. The kind that breaks yokes. The kind that opens eyes. The kind that fills every dry place. You are not empty. You are not forgotten. You are not late. You are mine. Stay here with me. There's a reason I haven't released you yet. You are standing in the middle of a holy interruption, divine timing where heaven meets your timeline to rewrite what was once delayed, denied, or destroyed. You are not behind. You are in the place where I begin again. I want you to understand something clearly. When I said the angels took your name to move you tonight, I meant it. This is a spiritual relocation, and it comes with my full backing. You've been positioned in places that were necessary for your growth, but not meant for your future. You've spent too long trying to keep together what I was calling you to release, but I've already started shifting you out of what's familiar and into what's fruitful. This move isn't just about where you are, it's about who you're becoming. This moment is not for everyone. That's why I said don't tell anyone, because some people will not understand the calling on your life. They didn't see the nights you cried out. They didn't feel the battles you fought in silence. They won't understand how quickly I bless you, because they never saw how deeply you bled. But I saw. I never turned my eyes from you. And that's why I chose this exact time to deliver you. Comment 1515 if you know this is your moment of divine movement. I've been watching over your house, your thoughts, your prayers. I've seen the torment, the confusion, the heaviness. You've asked me, God, when will it lift? I'm answering you now. Tonight, the shift begins. That spiritual heaviness that's made you tired before you even start the day gone. That mental fog that made you doubt yourself cleared. That attack on your peace, your confidence, your identity, it ends now. Because when I step in, no darkness can remain. This night has been set aside for rescue. Yes, rescue. Not because you're weak, but because you're valuable. I rescue what I love. I restore what I choose. I redeem what belongs to me. And you belong to me. I've heard the lies spoken over you. I've heard the names they called you. But I'm replacing every one of them with what I call you. Mine, whole, chosen, protected, anointed, and destined. There's been warfare around you because you are carrying something powerful. You've been targeted not because you're cursed, but because you're carrying a blessing. The enemy doesn't fight what isn't a threat. And you, my child, are a threat to darkness. That's why the storms came. That's why the attacks felt personal. Because you were never average, and you were never meant to live a quiet life of defeat. You are marked to shake things. But here's what I want you to know this time. The battle is not yours. I'm stepping in. I've dispatched angels to fight what's been fighting you. You've been tired because you were never meant to carry this alone. The pressure, the fear, the confusion, they were heavy. But I am lifting them now. You will sleep tonight with peace you haven't felt in months. You will wake up with clarity that doesn't come from man. That is the kind of shift that happens when heaven invades your night. Comment 1717 if you receive this divine peace. I am bringing order where there has been chaos. I am bringing calm where there has been torment. I am bringing strength where you've felt weak. My spirit is not far, it is here, now, closer than your own breath. Don't wait for another sign. This is it. Don't look for another confirmation. You are reading what I've already confirmed in your spirit. You are about to see miracles unfold that no man can explain. You asked for breakthrough, but I'm not just breaking chains, I'm destroying the whole prison. You will not go back to the same cycles. You will not repeat the same patterns. The days of just surviving are ending. You are about to thrive. You are about to overflow. And you're not stepping into this alone. I'm walking with you. I'm going ahead of you. And nothing will stop what I've ordained for you. I've seen the doors that slammed in your face. I've seen the people who turned away. And I want you to know they didn't walk away from you. I moved them. I shifted them out of your story to make room for the ones I've prepared. There are alignments coming that will speak life into your spirit. Connections that will recognize your value. Rooms that will honor your calling. You won't have to force it anymore. What is from me will fit. You felt forgotten because I was hiding you. Not to punish you, but to protect what I was forming in secret. What I'm doing in your life is not small. It's not ordinary. And that's why I kept you hidden. Because if I had exposed you too soon, the enemy would have tried to sabotage what I was building. But now it's time. Now it's safe. Now the protection becomes promotion. There is nothing accidental about this moment. I've been guiding every step. Even the ones you thought were missteps were part of my redirection. I don't waste anything. I use it all. The detours, the delays, the heartbreak, they've all been woven into the testimony I'm about to reveal through your life. The glory is mine, but the story is yours. And the world will see what I can do with someone who simply said, yes. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This, yes, you're giving me now, it's powerful. It's unlocking things in the spirit. It's allowing me to move without resistance. You've held on long enough. Now let go. Let go of fear. Let go of control. Let go of needing to understand it all. Faith is trusting me when nothing makes sense, but everything feels right in your spirit. That tug you feel, that stirring in your heart, that's me, leading you forward. Tonight, I am declaring a covering over your household, over your mind, over your sleep, over your future. No weapon formed against you will prosper. No word spoken against you will stand. No plan of the enemy will succeed. Because I have spoken, and my word does not return void. What I've declared over you will come to pass. And this moment, this midnight hour, is proof that I've chosen you. You may not feel ready, but I am. I'm ready to launch you. I'm ready to elevate you. I'm ready to bring the right people, the right doors, the right answers into your path. Don't worry about how. That's my job. Your job is to trust. I've been faithful before, I will be faithful again. You are hearing me in the very hour I intended, because something in your life must shift tonight. Heaven has moved in your favor, and I am still speaking because the work is not finished yet. There are moments when I speak, and the world seems to pause. This is one of those moments. All of heaven is watching, and your obedience right now will unlock things you didn't even know were being held back. You've been waiting for a breakthrough, but I've been waiting for your full surrender. I've seen your faith. I've heard your prayers. But now I need you to trust me completely, not just with what you've lost, but with what's ahead. You've carried disappointment for too long. It's time to let it go. You've tried to convince yourself you're okay, but you're not meant to survive silently. You are meant to live loudly, boldly, joyfully. I want to restore that spark in you, that joy, that childlike faith you once had before life tried to steal it. I want to breathe life into places in you that have been shut down for years. You are not forgotten. You are being revived. Comment Amen if you receive new life and joy right now. Let me speak to the wounds, the hidden ones, the deep ones, the ones you don't talk about. I see them, even when you try to cover them up with strength. But you don't have to hide them from me. I'm not ashamed of your pain. I'm not surprised by your weakness. I came to heal you, not judge you. I came to bind up what was broken, not condemn what was crushed. You've believed in me, but tonight I'm asking you to believe in what I've placed inside of you. You are not empty. You are not too late. There is more in you than you've ever imagined. I placed gifts, callings, wisdom, and strength in your spirit that haven't even been awakened yet. But now I'm stirring them. I'm bringing to life what the world said was dead. I'm making room for what I always knew you were capable of. Do not look at yourself through the lens of failure. You've fallen, yes, but you stood back up. You've made mistakes, but you've kept walking. That's what matters. That's what I use. I use the willing. I use the ones who keep coming back to me, no matter how many times they've doubted or struggled. That's why I've chosen you. Not because you're perfect, but because you've stayed. You've felt ignored by others, but you've never been ignored by me. Every whisper, every sigh, every moment you stared at the ceiling wondering if I was near, I was, and I still am. I've never turned away from your pain. I've never pulled back when you were at your lowest. That's when I was closest. That's when I was carrying you. Comment 1111 if you believe I've carried you through even the hardest seasons. The angels that took your name tonight are not only moving you, they are guarding what you carry. You are walking with a calling, and it must be protected. You are no longer available to every voice, every place, every distraction. I am narrowing your focus, not to control you, but to free you. You don't need 1,000 opinions when you have one word from me, and that word is enough. I've declared favor over your life, not a moment of favor, but a lifestyle of it. You're going to start seeing things shift that you didn't even pray for, because I'm blessing you based on your faithfulness, not just your requests. I'm rewarding you for the things you didn't post about, the things you did in silence, the sacrifices you made when no one saw. Heaven saw, I saw, and I am honoring that now. You don't have to chase what I've assigned to you. What is from me will reach you, even if it has to pass through closed doors, blocked paths, and impossible odds. It will find you. You are not fighting to be noticed. You are already known, and what belongs to you will not be stolen, delayed, or lost. Not in this season. There is a boldness I'm placing in you now. You've been quiet too long. You've held your tongue when you should have spoken, lowered your head when you should have stood tall. That ends tonight. My spirit in you is not timid. It is full of fire. It is full of truth. And it is rising in you now. You will not be timid in this season. You will walk in confidence, not in yourself, but in who I am in you. I'm not finished with you, not even close. What I've planned for you requires the pain you went through. Nothing will be wasted. Every broken season, every loss, every delay, I will use it all to build something beautiful. You just watch. You just stay with me. You just keep walking forward. You've made it this far. Don't stop now. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer now letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. And do not worry about the timing. My promises are not on man's schedule. What looks delayed is actually being developed. You don't see the roots, but I've been growing something strong beneath the surface. And now it's about to break through. You'll see it soon. You'll understand why I made you wait. And you'll thank me that I didn't answer too soon. You're not going back to who you used to be. That version of you no longer fits the future I've prepared. You are not being punished. You are being positioned. You are not losing. You are being launched. Let go of what's behind. Stop rehearsing the regrets. The time has come to step fully into what I've placed before you. And child, you don't need to figure it all out. I never asked you to have all the answers. I only asked you to follow me. I will take care of what you cannot. I will fill in the gaps. I will cover your weakness. I will surround you with wisdom, grace, and help from unexpected places. You won't have to do this alone. You never have. You are mine. My hand is on you. My spirit is within you. My purpose surrounds you. This night is marked in heaven. And you will look back and know this was when everything started to change. Not by force, not by fear, but by faith. Because I, the Lord your God, am not finished. I am still speaking. I am still reaching. I am still pouring into you. And there is more you need to receive before the clock strikes 11:59 p.m. This is still your hour. You've wondered if I've forgotten you. You've questioned if I hear your prayers. But I need you to understand, just because I was quiet doesn't mean I was absent. I've been moving in silence, arranging things behind the scenes that you didn't even know needed fixing. I've been protecting you from what you thought you wanted, so I could bring you what you truly need. I was working even while you waited in tears. Every second, every delay, every no you heard from the world, I was using all of it to prepare your way. The angels who took your name tonight were sent with purpose. They didn't just come to comfort you. They came with orders. They came to escort you out of bondage and into breakthrough. They came to pull you out of every situation that's tried to keep you small, silent, afraid, or stuck. You've been held back by things that never had the right to touch your destiny. But tonight, I break their power, I tear down the chains, I lift off the burdens, and I call you forward. Comment 333 to declare your faith in this divine release. Your identity is not tied to your past. It's not rooted in your mistakes. It's not limited by your upbringing. I define you, and I say you are victorious. I say you are redeemed. I say you are enough, even when the world tries to make you feel like you're too much or not enough. Don't you see? The world never made you, so it doesn't get to label you. I created you. And I never create anything without purpose. There's a fire I'm reigniting inside of you, a hunger for my presence, a boldness to speak truth, a willingness to step where others are afraid. You've been playing it safe, waiting for a sign to tell you it's okay to move. This is that sign. I am stirring up courage within you that will silence every fear. No more second-guessing yourself. No more waiting for permission. You've already been called. You've already been chosen. You've been quiet about your pain, but I am about to make your healing loud. What I restore in you will become a testimony for others. The very thing the enemy used to shame you, I will use to set others free. You will not only survive this season, you will thrive in the one that follows. And when people ask how you did it, you'll know the answer was always me. Comment Amen if you believe your healing will become someone else's hope. There is territory I've promised you, blessings that have your name on them. But to take hold of them, you must let go of what's been weighing you down. Old pain, old mindsets, old relationships. You cannot carry the past into your promise. You've got to release it, not because I want you to forget where you came from, but because I want you to be free to step into where I'm taking you. Your future isn't on hold. It's being built. The delay wasn't denial, it was design. You weren't being punished, you were being refined. Gold doesn't shine until it passes through fire. Oil doesn't pour until the olive is crushed, and purpose doesn't rise until pressure is applied. But you've survived the pressing, and now the power is coming. My power, my favor, my covering. I am aligning things in your life that you thought were too far gone. Relationships will be restored. Doors will reopen. Dreams that were once buried will breathe again. You're going to see things fall into place that never made sense before. The puzzle will start to look like a picture, and it will all point back to me. The time is near. You can feel it, can't you? That weight in your chest, that stirring that won't go away. That's me confirming what your spirit already knows. You were made for more. You've carried promise in you that's about to be delivered. It's been growing in silence, in struggle, in sacrifice. But now, it's about to be seen. Don't be afraid of what comes next. You won't have to strive. You won't have to prove yourself. You won't have to beg to be seen. I will open the right eyes. I will draw the right people. I will raise the right platforms. Your only job is to stay close to me. I'll handle the rest. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You may not know where this road is leading, but I do. I've already walked the path. I've gone ahead of you. What feels uncertain to you is already settled in my hands. That's why you can trust me when I say this is not the end. It's the shift you've been waiting for. It's the moment everything changes. And child, don't think I'm done surprising you. I still have good things planned, blessings you didn't ask for, opportunities you never saw coming, encounters that will leave you in tears because you'll know only I could have done it. That's what favor looks like. That's what my goodness brings. You don't have to chase peace anymore. I am giving it to you. You don't have to search for love. I have always loved you. You don't need to be afraid of the dark. My light is within you. And no matter what happens next, I will never let you go. This night is not just another night. It is a divine appointment, a heavenly shift, a sacred transition, and it has your name written on it. What begins tonight will echo through your future. Trust me, I've got you. I am not done pouring into you. You're still being prepared for the very thing you've been praying for. You're still in the process of becoming. Stay with me. The hour has not passed yet. I have more to give. You've cried silently in rooms no one else entered. You've smiled in public while breaking in private. You've kept walking when your strength felt like it was disappearing. But through it all, I've been your constant. Every step, I've been beside you. Every sigh, I've heard. Every time you wanted to give up, I placed my hand over your heart and whispered, "Keep going." That wasn't just your own will, it was my spirit pushing you forward. This is not just the closing of a hard season. This is the rising of a new you. You've been through enough to break others, but you are still standing. That's because my grace has been your foundation. You may have bent, but I did not let you break. What the enemy meant for harm, I've already turned around. And what's coming next will not only restore you, it will reward you. Comment 222 if you trust me to turn every loss into a greater gain. Don't believe the lie that you're too late. You are right on time for what I've appointed. My timing isn't based on the clock on your wall or the calendar you follow. I operate in divine timing, and when I move, nothing can delay me. You haven't missed your window. You're standing at the door. You're closer than you've ever been. You will not exit this year empty. You will not end this night the same way you started it. I am breaking off every weight, every lie, every fear that's tried to follow you into your future. You've been bound too long by the voices of your past. Tonight, I silence them. The shame, the regret, the fear it ends now. It has no place where I'm taking you. I'm making room for joy. You've been faithful in what felt small. You kept believing, even when it didn't look like anything was changing. But I was watching. And now, I am trusting you with more. I'm entrusting you with breakthrough, influence, and favor. Not to make your name great, but so that through your life, others will see me. They will see what I can do with someone who simply said yes. Comment 555 if your heart says yes to this divine calling. Do not underestimate what I've placed inside you. It may have been overlooked by others, it may have been buried under years of pain or comparison, but I've never forgotten the gift. I've never taken back the calling. What I put in you still lives, and I am awakening it now. You will no longer walk around numb. You will no longer wonder if you matter. You are mine, and you are needed for what's coming. There are people waiting on your obedience, souls attached to your assignment. You've asked me for direction, and I've been whispering it through every prompting, every stirring, every dream you couldn't shake. You thought it was random, but it was me. I've been leading you gently, and now I'm speaking clearly. Step forward, I'll meet you there. You don't need to fear the unknown. I am the God who goes before you. I make crooked places straight. I make rivers in the desert. I make a way where there was no way. If you trust me in the dark, you will see my hand bring light. If you follow me in the silence, you will hear my voice more clearly than ever before. I am not a distant God. I am near. I'm in the stillness. I'm in the quiet thoughts. I'm in the beating of your heart. And I'm not leaving you in this fragile place. I'm lifting you out of it. I'm placing your feet on steady ground. You will not fall. You will not drown. You are being upheld by the same hands that formed the stars. You've waited long enough. You've suffered long enough. You've doubted long enough. This is the hour when the tables turn. This is the hour when favor finds you. I'm sending answers in places you didn't expect. I'm restoring peace in places you thought were permanently broken. I'm breathing life into dreams you tried to forget. You will know it was me when the doors open with no effort. You will know it was me when the right people appear at the right time. You will know it was me when peace settles so deeply in your heart that you stop worrying about things that used to keep you up at night. I am proving to you that I am still God, still good, still faithful. Child, I know you've been tired. I know you've felt stretched beyond what you thought you could bear. But you are stepping into a season of rest, not rest that comes from quitting, but rest that comes from trusting. You won't have to fight for everything anymore. You won't have to survive on empty anymore. I am pouring fresh oil over your life. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I'm restoring joy to your home. Laughter will return. The heaviness will lift. You'll start waking up with purpose again. You'll feel excited for the future again. Not because things are perfect, but because you'll know I am in it. I am in your tomorrow already, making it ready for you. You're not walking into darkness. You're walking into destiny. And when you feel afraid, remember this. I chose you. Not because you were the strongest, not because you had it all together, but because you were willing to say, "Here I am, Lord." That's all I needed. A heart open enough for me to fill. And I have filled you with grace, with fire, with destiny. You are not waiting for something random to happen. You are positioned for something I've already spoken into existence. The delay wasn't denial. The silence wasn't abandonment. It was preparation. I've been building the road in front of you. I've been placing people and moments and decisions where they need to be, so that when you step forward, you step into alignment, not confusion. You don't need to force what I've already formed. You have endured so much more than you speak of. You've carried the weight of things you never asked for. But even in the middle of all of it, you kept walking. That is why you are being lifted now. Not because you got everything right, but because you stayed with me through the fire. You didn't see it, but you were passing every test. Every unseen act of faith, every quiet prayer, every night you refused to quit was shaping you for what's next. Comment Amen to affirm that you're still trusting even after all you've endured. This next part of your journey won't look like what you've known. I am changing the rhythm of your life. You won't be constantly drained, constantly worried, constantly giving and never receiving. No, I am shifting things to pour back into you. I'm restoring the balance. You've poured into others when you were empty. Now I'm filling your cup in a way that will overflow into places you didn't even realize were dry. You will no longer have to chase what I've assigned to you. It will recognize you. The right door will open because your name has already been spoken in rooms you haven't walked into yet. You don't have to promote yourself, explain yourself, or prove yourself. I've already marked you. I've already chosen you. And when I call someone, I back them with my power. What I start, I finish. This is not the time to doubt. This is the time to prepare. I've already started releasing what you've prayed for, but I'm making sure your heart is ready to receive it. I'm removing distractions. I'm healing old wounds. I'm breaking off the weight of comparison. Because when the blessing arrives, it needs space. The new cannot fill a heart still anchored to the old. God says, stop. This is going to happen in 30 seconds, and God is ordering you to pay attention right now. If you skip this, God will never speak to you again, so listen carefully. Right now, something is shifting in the heavens over your life. This moment is not ordinary. This is not something to brush off, ignore, or delay. The voice you're hearing now, the nudge inside your spirit, is not coming from this world. I, the Lord your God, am speaking. And if you turn away from this moment, you will miss what I have already set in motion for you. A divine breakthrough is at your doorstep, and these next seconds hold weight in eternity. If you are hearing this, it's not by accident. I've been trying to reach you, and this is the moment where everything can begin to change. I have been watching, waiting, holding back a flood of blessings that I want to release, but you needed to stop, listen, and receive this word. This moment is a doorway, and if you close it now, if you scroll past, if you let your attention drift away, then what I have been trying to give you will remain delayed. Not because I don't love you, but because I never force myself into your life. I knock, and right now I am knocking hard. Comment Amen if your heart feels it. You've been asking me to speak. You've been crying in silence, wondering if I still see you. Yes, I see you. Yes, I've heard every whisper of your pain, every tired prayer you didn't think reached me. Yes, I've watched your strength begin to fade, but I never left. And now, with urgency, I am calling your spirit to attention. What I'm about to do in your life doesn't begin with the miracle. It begins with you listening. It begins with you not skipping this moment. Because if you stay, if you open your heart, you will step into something greater than you imagined. You've been walking through battles nobody else understands. You smile, but your soul is bruised. People see your outside, but I see your inside. I've seen you fight through depression, through fear, through rejection, through loneliness. I've seen how close you've come to giving up, but you didn't. You held on, and that's why I'm here now. I never overlook faith like yours. I never forget the ones who keep walking when their legs are weak. And I never stay silent when someone like you keeps praying, even when it feels like nothing is changing. This is why I need you to hear me clearly. You are about to see the result of everything you didn't give up on. Every seed you sowed in tears is about to bloom. The weeping you did in the night has reached my throne. And I say to you now, joy is coming. Not later. Now. Your time of delay is ending. Your season of dryness is shifting. I am not only coming to bless you, I'm coming to prove to you that I never abandoned you in the waiting. Comment 1111 if you believe. This is a warning, but it's also a promise. A warning that the enemy has tried to keep you so distracted, so discouraged, that you almost missed this exact second where your spirit was open enough to hear me. And a promise that I am bigger than the storm you're in. You may feel surrounded by problems, but I say this, I have already surrounded what's surrounding you. The enemy cannot block what I have ordained. What I've started in you will not be stopped by what has come against you. There is something coming in 30 seconds, not on your clock, but mine. Not in your time, but in mine. And I am God. When I say something is about to happen, you can be sure of it. Heaven moves when I speak, and I am speaking now. Your name has been spoken in the presence of angels. Your life is under divine alignment, and the shaking you've felt lately has not been punishment, it has been preparation. You've been in a waiting room, but now the door is opening. You've been hidden, but I have been growing something in the dark. Seeds don't grow in the light, they grow in the soil, unseen. And now I say, the time for you to emerge is here. The blessings I have stored for you are not ordinary. They are pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing. But I could not release them until your heart was ready to carry what I'm about to pour. I am not only preparing your blessing, I am preparing you. Do not believe the lie that you are forgotten. You are chosen. Do not listen to the voice that says nothing will ever change. I am the God who parts seas. I am the God who rains manna from heaven. I am the God who shuts the mouths of lions. And I am the same God who walks with you now. My voice is still powerful. My hand is still strong. My love for you has never flickered, not even for a second. You are not reading this by accident. You're not here by coincidence. This moment is divine. It is sacred. It is set apart. And I want you to know this. Everything the enemy used to try to break you is about to become the evidence that I was always building you. You are going to look back and say, God, it hurt, but you never left me. It broke me, but you healed me. It delayed me, but you prepared me. I am your God, and I never speak without purpose. So listen, watch, expect. The heavens are shifting, angels are moving, doors are creaking open, and all I need you to do is trust me long enough to see it happen. Because if you turn away now, if you let this moment pass, you will miss what I wanted to place in your hands, personally, intimately, deliberately. I've had my eyes on you for a long time, and nothing about your life has gone unnoticed. Every tear, every whispered prayer, every time you chose to keep going when everything inside you was breaking, I saw it all. And now, I'm responding. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You've questioned why you've had to go through so much. You've wondered if I was punishing you. You've looked around and asked why others seem to be blessed while you keep getting hit. But hear me, I never abandoned you. I never turned my back. The pressure wasn't rejection, it was protection. I was covering you from things you didn't even know could destroy you. I was holding you together when the enemy was planning your collapse. You didn't survive by luck. You survived because I sustained you. Comment 222 if you trust this. There were battles you didn't even know were happening. The enemy had plans for your destruction, but I stepped in. I silenced voices raised against you. I dismantled traps that were set before you. I blocked doors you thought you wanted because I knew they led to pain. And while you grieved what you thought you lost, I was rejoicing over what I saved you from. That heartbreak? I didn't cause it, but I used it. That delay? I didn't forget you. I was building something stronger in the background. You've been asking me, when is it going to happen? You've been crying out, God, how much longer? And now, I'm answering you. It's already happening. The shift is not coming, it has begun. Things are moving in the unseen. Chains have started to break in silence. Doors have started to unlock behind the scenes. Don't mistake my quietness for absence. I do some of my greatest work in the dark, when no one is watching. I've been preparing people who will favor you. I've been aligning opportunities that fit the assignment I placed in you. I've been stirring hearts to think of your name, even when you weren't in the room. I've been lifting your name in places you haven't yet stepped into. Because when I bless, I don't do it halfway. I don't tease. I don't start something I won't finish. And I am not about to stop now. You are not forgotten. You are favored. You are not behind. You are hidden. And there's a difference. Hidden things are not rejected. They are preserved. A diamond is hidden before it shines. A seed is buried before it blooms. And I have hidden you, not to punish you, but to prepare you for a moment that will make every season of suffering worth it. When I bring you out, it will be to a place so fitting, so full, that you'll say, only God could have done this. I know how tired you are. I know how weary your heart feels. I know how some days it feels like too much. But don't let the weariness lie to you. Don't let the tiredness make you forget the promise. You are almost there. And the closer you get, the louder the enemy will shout, because he knows what's coming. He knows what I'm about to release over your life. He knows that if you keep holding on, you're going to become a testimony that will shake others free. There's power in your story. There's glory in your scars. What you survived is not just history, it's a weapon. and I'm going to use what you went through to help others walk out of their pain. You didn't go through all that for nothing. I waste nothing. Not pain, not loss, not waiting, not even silence. Every part of your journey is going to be redeemed. Comment 333 to declare your faith. Your voice matters in this world. You were born for this time. You are not an accident, not a mistake, not forgotten in the crowd. You were designed with precision, placed with intention, and covered with grace. There is a light in you that hell has tried to snuff out, but I have protected that light. I have kept you from losing hope when hope seemed gone. I have whispered in your spirit when your mind was drowning in noise. Don't give up now. Not when the door is opening, not when the chains are loosening, not when I'm preparing to lift you up before those who once looked down on you. This isn't just a new season. This is a new dimension. I'm not just changing your circumstances, I'm changing you. I'm giving you wisdom, strength, and peace that can't be stolen. The kind of peace that doesn't make sense to people. Because it doesn't come from the world. It comes from me. You've seen me bless others. You've celebrated their wins. You've clapped for miracles that weren't yours. And now, I say, it's your turn. Not because you earned it, but because you endured, because you didn't quit, because even in your lowest, you kept looking up. I reward faith like that. I reward hearts like yours. You didn't need loud prayers. I heard the quiet ones. You didn't need perfect faith. I saw your mustard seed, and that was enough for me to move mountains. Listen to me. You're not going to repeat the old pain. This next chapter won't look like the last. The trauma ends here. The heartbreak cycle breaks here. The years the enemy stole from you, I'm restoring them. The identity you lost in the struggle, I'm rebuilding it. You won't walk into this new place with old wounds. I'm healing what you never told anyone about. I'm bringing comfort to the places you thought would always ache. Stay with me, because what I do next will be personal, tailored, beautiful. I'm doing something in you that others won't understand. Let them question. Let them doubt. They didn't see what you survived, but I did, and I'm proud of you. You don't hear that enough, but I'm saying it now. I'm proud of how you kept going. Proud of how you still pray. Proud of how you still love, even after being broken. There are things I want to say to your spirit that your mind won't even fully understand yet, but your heart will feel them. Your soul will recognize the truth, because this is not just any word. This is me, your Father, your Creator, your Sustainer, speaking directly to you. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150 million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. There's been a war around your life that others couldn't see. A storm behind your eyes that you learned to hide. You've walked through fire and smiled like everything was fine. You've been strong for everyone else, but deep down, you've wondered who's going to be strong for you. Let me be that strength. Let me carry the weight that's been breaking your back. You were never meant to hold it all alone. That pressure you've been feeling, that tightness in your chest, that heaviness in your spirit, that's the weight of a battle I never asked you to fight on your own. Comment 555 if you're ready to let me carry it. I see the way you've been functioning on empty, pouring out from a place that's already dry, saying I'm okay when you're anything but, trying to keep it all together, afraid that if you stop moving, everything will fall apart. But I need you to hear me. Now rest is not weakness. Letting go is not failure. Releasing control is not giving up. It's surrender. And surrender is where miracles begin. You've been praying for change but holding on to everything as if it's your job to fix it all. You are not God. I am. I'm not disappointed in your struggle. I'm not shocked by your doubts. I understand your weariness. But I want more for you than survival. I want you to thrive. I want you to live freely, not constantly bracing for the next blow. You were not created to live in fear. You were created to walk in authority. You are my child, not a prisoner. You are my beloved, not a burden. You are not forgotten. You are not too far gone. You are mine. You keep asking me when it will get easier. You're waiting for a sign that you can breathe again. This is that sign. This moment. This voice. This reminder. I have been with you through every valley, every sleepless night, every silent scream into your pillow. I have walked beside you when you didn't feel my presence. I have lifted you when you didn't even realize you were falling. You are not alone. You have never been. There is a peace I'm releasing to you now, a peace that will not make sense to your situation, but it will calm your heart. It will steady your hands. It will quiet the noise inside you. And when that peace comes, don't fight it. Let it wash over you. Let it break the lies that have been playing on repeat in your mind. Lies that say you're not enough, that you've messed up too much, that nothing will ever change. Those are not my words. Those are not from me. I don't speak in shame. I speak in love. Comment 1212 if you're ready for that peace. The enemy has been trying to convince you that this is just your life now, that the best is behind you, that the joy you once felt will never return. But he is a liar, and I've given you power over every lie. I've placed my spirit within you. That means you have power to speak life where there was death, to declare healing where there was pain, to claim hope where there was despair. You are not powerless. You are filled with the same spirit that raised Jesus from the grave. That power lives in you. You've been so focused on what's broken that you haven't seen what I've been building. I've been reconstructing your life from the inside out. That's why it's been uncomfortable. That's why you've been stretched. You asked for new levels, but new levels require new strength. And I have been equipping you even in the silence, even in the confusion, even when it felt like nothing was happening. I've been growing your roots so that when the blessing comes, it doesn't crush you. I'm not just preparing the blessing for you, I'm preparing you for the blessing. There are connections coming that you didn't chase, opportunities that you didn't expect, open doors that will make your heart fall to its knees. And it won't be because you made it happen. It will be because you trusted me, because you kept the faith, because you dared to believe that I was still working even when nothing made sense. This is not just another word. It's your confirmation. The thing you've been asking for in prayer? This is it. The quiet ache in your spirit? I'm addressing it right now. You don't need to force anything anymore. What's yours will find you. What I've declared over your life will not pass you by. I am faithful to finish what I start. And I started something in you that hell itself couldn't kill. The pain you've walked through hasn't been wasted. It's been part of the process. The breaking made you softer. The crushing made you wiser. The delays made you stronger. And all of it, every single moment, has brought you to this divine intersection where your surrender meets my power. This is holy ground. Right here. Right now. I'm moving in your life. Not tomorrow, not next week. Now. I am restoring things you thought were gone forever. Joy you thought you'd never feel again. Dreams you buried. Relationships you gave up on. Parts of yourself that were shattered. I am the God who resurrects. I don't just heal, I make new. I don't just fix, I transform, and I'm doing it in you now. Lift your eyes, child. This is not the end. This is the beginning. The enemy tried to bury you, but I was planting you. And now it's time to rise, not in your strength, but in mine. Not for your glory, but for mine. Because when people see what I do in your life, they will know it wasn't you. They will know it had to be me. You are about to become the evidence of my faithfulness, a walking testimony, a living miracle. And it will be so undeniable that even those who doubted you will have to say, only God could have done this. You're searching. You're hungry for what's real, what's true, and what will last. And I, the Lord your God, honor that. When I see a heart that truly seeks me, I don't stay silent. I draw closer. I speak more clearly. And I begin to move in ways that only I can. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. This is the season where I take everything that was meant to break you and turn it into the very foundation I'll use to bless you. The pain, the betrayal, the moments when you felt abandoned, none of it was wasted. I'm turning it all around. I'm using what the enemy meant for harm and flipping it into something that will work for your good. Because I can, because I'm God, and because you're mine. I know what you've lost. I know who left. I know what you've buried deep inside just to make it through another day. And I know how much of that you've carried without ever speaking about it. You got used to surviving with wounds that never got a chance to heal. But I'm not just here to speak comfort. I'm here to restore. I'm reaching into places no one else has access to. Into the memories, into the broken pieces, into the shame you don't talk about. And I'm not afraid of any of it. Comment 777 if you're ready to be restored. I never asked you to be perfect. I never expected you to carry the weight of the world. I only asked you to trust me, even just a little. And you did. You trusted me when nothing made sense. You believed when the ground was shaking under your feet. And because of that, I'm going to honor your faith in ways you never saw coming. There are blessings coming that will not match your current situation. They won't make sense to those watching your life from the outside. They'll ask, how did that happen? And you will know. You'll know it was me. Because what I'm about to do in your life can't be explained by effort or talent or timing. It will be marked by favor, my favor. Divine favor that opens doors no man can shut. That places you in rooms you never applied to, that gives you victories in battles you didn't even have to fight. But hear this, before the breakthrough comes the test. You're not being attacked because you're weak, you're being attacked because you're close. The enemy isn't fighting what you've done, he's fighting what you're about to walk into. He sees what I'm preparing and he's terrified. That's why the pressure has been intense. That's why your emotions have been fragile. That's why it feels like everything has been trying to pull you backwards. But this is not the time to shrink. This is the time to stand. I've given you armor for a reason. Not because I want you to stay in battle forever, but because I want you to finish strong. Your story is not over. Your purpose hasn't expired. There's still breath in your lungs, which means there's still destiny in your life. I don't create without purpose. Every single day you're alive is evidence that I'm not done with you. And if I'm not done, then neither should you be. Comment 999 if you know you're not finished. You've been wondering why certain people pulled away, why some connections suddenly went silent. Let me tell you this, with love, what I'm doing in your life is too big for small circles. I removed what couldn't go with you, not out of anger, but out of protection. Some were draining you, not building you. Some were speaking against what I put in you. And I love you too much to let their presence delay your promise. You've also been holding on to guilt, thinking maybe it was your fault, maybe you weren't enough, maybe you did something wrong. But let me wash that guilt off of you right now. You are not too much. You are not a mistake. You are not behind. You are exactly where you need to be. And everything that left your life made room for me to step in fully. You don't need to chase validation. You don't need to explain yourself. You don't need to convince anyone to believe in you. I believe in you. I placed my spirit in you. And that is enough. What I start, I sustain. What I build, I bless. What I plant, I water. And what I anoint, I protect. You are under my protection, my covering, my hand. And I want you to begin seeing yourself the way I see you, not through the lens of what others said, not through the lens of past mistakes, but through the truth. You are loved. You are chosen. You are forgiven. You are powerful. You are full of potential. And there is nothing ordinary about you. You carry my image, my light, my power. That is why the darkness tries so hard to silence you. But I won't let that happen. I'm lighting a fire in your soul that won't go out, a boldness that won't be silenced, a confidence that comes from knowing I'm with you. You don't have to fake it. You don't have to pretend. Just walk with me, talk to me, invite me into every room, every decision, every emotion. I want to be part of it all, not just the holy moments, all of it. Because I'm not just your God when you're worshiping. I'm your God when you're crying, doubting, struggling, and searching. Everything I promise, I fulfill. And if I've brought you this far into this moment, it's because I have something for you that you cannot afford to miss. The very fact that you're still paying attention proves to me that your heart is ready to receive what I've been waiting to release over your life. Somewhere along the way, you stopped expecting. You stopped dreaming as big. You started settling. Not because you didn't believe I could, but because you weren't sure I would. And I get it. You've been through more than people know. You've experienced loss that cracked your soul in places you're still healing from. You've prayed and waited, and sometimes it felt like I was silent, but I was never ignoring you. I was working while you were waiting. I was protecting what you couldn't see. I wasn't punishing you. I was preparing you. Comment 1010 if you're ready to believe again. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. I know what it feels like when your heart wants to hope, but your mind is tired. I know the disappointment that comes when you get your hopes up only to have them fall again. And I know how hard it is to keep trusting when it feels like everything keeps falling apart. But hear me now. Nothing you've been through has been wasted. Not one tear, not one broken prayer, not one lonely night. I've caught it all. I've held it all. And now, I'm turning it into something beautiful. You don't have to earn my blessings, you just have to receive them. Stop disqualifying yourself because of your past. Stop thinking I only move for people who have it all together. I move for those who are broken, willing, and open. I'm not looking for perfection, I'm looking for surrender. You can stop trying to fix yourself before coming to me. I want you as you are, with your scars, with your doubts, with your fears. Bring it all to me. Let me be the one who transforms you from the inside out. There's a shift taking place in your life right now. You may not see it yet, but your spirit can feel it. That heaviness you've carried is starting to lift. That numbness in your heart is beginning to thaw. That weight that's been pressing on your chest is loosening. Because where my spirit is, there is freedom. And I'm breathing on the dry places. I'm speaking to what you thought was dead. I'm reviving what you thought was lost. You've been asking for confirmation. This is it. You've been looking for answers. I'm giving them. You've been begging for change. It's already begun. I'm not a God who shows up halfway. I come fully. I come with peace, with power, with provision, with healing, and with restoration. And I'm bringing all of it to your doorstep, not because of what you've done, but because of who I am and because of how much I love you. My love is not weak, it's not distant, it's not conditional. My love is fierce, my love is steady. My love is stronger than the pain that tried to bury you. Comment 1515 if you believe I'm fighting for you. There is purpose in your life that hasn't even begun to unfold yet. You think you've seen what I can do, but you've only seen the beginning. What's coming will make sense of the struggle. It will justify the process. It will silence the doubts. You will step into places you once thought were out of reach. You will walk through doors you weren't even qualified for on paper, but grace will open them for you. I'm placing you in positions not because of who you know, but because of who you are in me. Your character, your humility, your perseverance, those things matter to me. I've been watching how you've handled the hidden seasons, how you stayed faithful even when you didn't see results, how you kept loving people who didn't love you back, how you showed kindness when you were barely hanging on. That matters more than you know. That's the kind of heart I lift up. You don't need to strive, you just need to trust. I'm shifting your perspective in this moment. No more begging, no more pleading. Stand in authority. You're not a slave to fear. You're not a victim of your past. You are royalty. You are chosen. You are anointed. You are covered. Speak like it. Walk like it. Pray like it. Expect like it. And when fear tries to creep in, and it will remind it who your Father is. I am not limited by time. I am not threatened by obstacles. I am not surprised by detours. I know the end from the beginning, and I've already worked out the details. You don't have to know how, you just have to believe that I will, because I will. Even the delay has been a gift. It gave you time to grow. It gave you time to mature. It gave you time to see things differently. And now that you've changed, what's coming will not feel overwhelming, it will feel like home. I'm bringing you into alignment with people who get you, with purpose that excites you, with peace that lasts, and with love that reflects my heart. Some of the people who left were never meant to stay. I had to make room. Some of the plans that failed were never meant to succeed. I had better. Don't mourn what I removed. Celebrate what I'm making room for. You're about to step into a chapter that will look nothing like the ones before it. And when it happens, you'll know it was me. You'll know it was me who protected you from what you thought you wanted. You'll know it was me who waited patiently for you to trust me. You'll know it was me who was silent. Not because I didn't care, but because I was building something that needed time to grow. Your obedience in this moment, your willingness to pause and listen, is not small to me. I honor it. I see it, and I'm responding to it. You have no idea how close you are to what I've been preparing. The weight you're feeling lately, the pressure, the tension, the emotional heaviness, is not punishment. It's spiritual evidence that something is about to shift. When a child is about to be born, the pain increases right before the delivery. And you, my child, are in the final stretch. You've carried promises in your spirit, and they're about to come forth. It hurts because it's close. The pressure is proof that what you prayed for is now pushing to the surface. Comment 1717 if you're ready to see it. You haven't been fighting for nothing. Every battle you've faced has meaning. Every time you kept going when it would have been easier to give up, heaven recorded it. And I've been watching. I've been keeping track of your tears. I've been standing beside you in the moments where no one else even noticed you were struggling. I've never taken my eyes off of you, not for 1 second. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. And now I'm speaking this into your spirit. Your name is being mentioned in places you haven't stepped into yet. I'm putting your name on the hearts of people who are about to open doors for you. You won't have to force it. You won't have to beg. You won't have to pretend or push. My favor is going before you. And it's not just for your benefit, it's for my glory. I've designed you to reflect my light in the darkest places. That's why your story is different. That's why you've had to walk roads others didn't. Because I'm trusting you with more. And I know that sounds heavy. I know you feel unworthy sometimes. But I don't choose based on perfection. I choose based on surrender. I saw your heart when others saw your failures. I saw your worship when no one else could hear it. I saw how you kept showing up, even broken. You are chosen. You are mine. And I am not ashamed to call you my child. There are things I've hidden in you, gifts, ideas, visions, words, strength that haven't even surfaced yet. But they're going to. You're going to step into seasons that will require new strength, and you'll find it in me. The person you are becoming is not who you used to be. You've grown. Even if you can't see it, I can. The way you pray now, the way you think now, the way you trust me now, it's all evidence of the change that's already happening. You keep asking me when things will finally make sense. And I'm telling you now, soon you'll understand. Soon the puzzle pieces will come together. Soon the doors that were shut will reveal what they were protecting you from. I know it was confusing. I know it hurt. I know you felt abandoned at times. But I was always there. And I was always good. Even when it didn't feel like it. Comment, Amen, if you believe I never left. You are not too broken. You are not too far behind. You have not missed your chance. I am the God who redeems time. I'm the God who gives beauty for ashes, joy for mourning, strength for weakness. I don't just repair, I restore. And what I'm restoring in you will be better than what was lost. Because this time, it will be built with me at the center. You've seen what life looks like when you try to carry everything on your own. You've seen how heavy it gets. But now, I want to show you what life looks like when you walk with me in every step. Not just in the crisis, not just in the big decisions, but in the quiet places, the daily moments, the stillness. Invite me there, and you'll find peace that doesn't leave. I'm not just going to bless what's around you, I'm going to bless what's in you. Your mind, your heart, your emotions, your relationships, your purpose. This is a full restoration from the inside out, and it's starting now. Not when everything's perfect, not when the storm stops. Right here, right in the middle of the unknown, I'm showing up. I'm building your life on a foundation that cannot be shaken. That means when others fall apart, you'll stand firm, not because you're stronger than them, but because you're rooted in me. And I never fail. My word doesn't return void. My plans don't get cancelled. My timing doesn't shift based on opinion. What I start in you, I will complete. That promise still stands, even if you've doubted it, even if you lost sight of it, even if you stopped praying about it. I didn't forget. I didn't change my mind. I don't revoke my promises when you mess up. I'm faithful even when you're not, and I'm still going to do what I said I would. Just watch. This is your season to rise. Not in pride, but in confidence. Confidence in who I am and what I've placed in you. Don't shrink back. Don't second-guess what I've already confirmed. Don't let fear steal what faith is trying to birth. You've got more in you than you realize. More resilience, more power, more calling. And I'm about to pull it out of you. There are people connected to your purpose. People who will only find healing because you said yes. People who will come to know me because of how you live, how you love, how you lead. So don't doubt your influence. Don't assume your presence doesn't matter. I placed you here in this time for a reason, and everything that tried to break you is going to regret it, because I'm turning your wounds into weapons. I'm turning your story into strength. What once felt like failure will become the very foundation of your ministry. People will look at you and see hope, and when they ask how you made it, you'll point to me. And I'll get the glory, and you'll get the peace. And together, we'll change lives. So keep walking, keep trusting, keep listening. This is not the end. You're not finished. I'm not done. And the best of what I have for you is still ahead. Just wait. You're about to see why the enemy fought you so hard. You're about to see why the fire had to be that hot. Because what I'm bringing out of it is pure gold, but I'm still here. I haven't moved, I haven't changed, I haven't stopped working on your behalf. And because you've stayed, because you've kept your heart open, I'm going to keep revealing things to you that can shift the entire direction of your life. You've felt stuck, like life has been on pause, like you've been in a room with no doors. But I need you to know, there are doors I've already opened for you, even though you can't see them yet. Doors that don't look like doors. Opportunities disguised as challenges. Miracles wrapped in moments of discomfort. You've been asking me to make a way, and I have. But my way doesn't always look the way you expect. I'm not limited to your understanding. I'm not restricted by your timeline. I move on a higher level, and I'm inviting you to trust me even when it doesn't make sense. Comment 222 if you choose to trust me over what you see. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You keep measuring progress by what's visible, but the real progress has been happening in you. You've been growing in ways you can't measure. You've been healing in ways you didn't realize. You've been developing endurance, patience, humility, and strength, and those things will carry you when the doors swing wide open. What I'm preparing you for requires depth, and that's what I've been building while you thought you were stuck. There are things I've had to pull away from you, not to hurt you, but to protect you. Some of the things you lost were never meant to stay. Some of the people who left were only part of the journey, not the destination. I know it hurt. I know you didn't understand at the time. But what I remove, I always replace. And what I replace, I make better. Not because you deserve better, but because I love you that much. Your value is not in how others treat you. Your worth is not in how useful you are. Your identity is not tied to performance. You are mine. You belong to me. You are loved, even when you feel overlooked. You are chosen, even when you feel forgotten. You are enough, even when you feel like you're failing. I don't see you through the lens of your struggle. I see you through the lens of my promise. You've been so hard on yourself, so quick to call yourself weak, unworthy, too late, too broken. But I don't call you any of those things. I call you restored. I call you beloved. I call you called and equipped and anointed. You're not who you used to be. And even if others can't see it yet, I can. I've seen every quiet decision you made to keep following me. Every time you resisted the temptation to give up. Every time you chose faith when fear was louder. I saw it all. Comment, Amen, if you know I see your heart. And now, I'm preparing to release the kind of peace that will guard you, not just calm you. A peace that won't vanish the moment things get hard. A peace that sits deep in your soul, unshaken by the waves around you. This peace isn't earned, it's given. And I'm giving it to you because you've needed it more than anyone knows. You've carried silent battles. You've stood in rooms pretending to be okay. But I know. And I'm sending peace that will fill every space where anxiety once lived. Not only peace, but power. Power to step into places that once intimidated you. Power to speak life into others even when you're still healing. Power to overcome what once crippled you. This isn't just a survival story. I'm turning it into a testimony of victory. You will rise from what tried to ruin you. You will be the evidence of my goodness, the proof that I still redeem, still restore, still resurrect. You've been praying for me to change things around you, but I've been changing things in you first, because I care more about who you're becoming than where you're going. If I gave you everything you asked for before you were ready, it wouldn't bless you, it would break you. But now you're stepping into readiness. Now you're learning to carry what I place in your hands with wisdom. Now you're strong enough to stand and not fold under pressure. Get ready. I'm about to answer prayers you forgot you prayed. I'm about to release things you didn't even know you needed. Not just surface-level blessings, but deep, soul-healing restoration. I'm going to make you whole, not perfect, but whole. No more pretending, no more hiding, no more shrinking. The season of playing small is over. I've called you to rise, to lead, to love boldly, to live freely. I am shifting you from barely making it to walking in overflow, from survival to purpose, from confusion to clarity. I know how long you've been in the waiting place. I know how often you've watched others move ahead while you felt stuck. But I haven't forgotten you. I haven't skipped over you. I'm not late. I'm intentional. I've been saving something specific for you, and when I release it, you'll see why it took time. This isn't just a new chapter. It's a new beginning, a reset, a release, a rebirth. You are not going back to who you were before the pain. You are stepping forward into who I've been forming all along. Stronger, softer, wiser, deeper. Don't look back. Don't second-guess what I'm doing. Just keep walking with me. Step by step, I'll lead. You follow. And you'll see what's ahead of you is greater than what's behind you. I've never needed you to be perfect. I just needed you to be available. And you are. So now, watch what I do. Watch how I restore. Watch how I turn the mourning into dancing, the ashes into beauty, the pain into praise. It's not coming, it's already happening. And let me say this clearly, because you chose to stay, because you chose to believe when you had every reason to walk away, I'm going to reward that faith. What I'm about to pour into your life won't be small. It will be pressed down, shaken together, and overflowing, because I am not a halfway God. I finish what I start. I know you've felt unseen. I know you've felt like your faith has been tested in silence, like you were waiting for something to break through while everything in you was breaking down. But every quiet act of obedience you've made has been seen by me. Every time you decided to trust me instead of giving in to fear, heaven noticed. Every time you chose integrity when it would have been easier to compromise, I took note. And now, I'm about to reveal why I asked you to wait, why I said no to things you wanted, why I allowed some doors to remain closed. It wasn't rejection, it was redirection. Comment 333 to declare that you're ready for that redirection. There is a divine setup in motion. What looked like delay was actually alignment. What felt like loss was preparation for increase. You were never being denied. You were being refined. I've been shaping your character for the weight of what's coming next. I've been stretching your faith to match the size of your calling. And now, the stretching is ending and the unveiling is beginning. You are about to step into things that seemed out of reach just months ago. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Don't listen to the voice that tells you you're too late. That's a lie. I am the one who redeems time. I restore years the enemy tried to steal. I accelerate what I ordain. You are not behind. You are not disqualified. You are not forgotten. I am the God who brings people out of prisons into palaces overnight. The God who turns fishermen into world changers. The God who makes ways through seas and rains bread from the sky. I haven't changed, and I haven't stopped doing miracles. You've seen me do it for others. You've clapped for them, prayed for them, believed with them. Now it's your turn, not because you demanded it, but because you endured. You stayed faithful when you had no confirmation. You kept believing when there was no sign. That kind of faith moves mountains. That kind of faith moves me. Comment Amen if you believe it's your turn now. But listen closely. This season will require you to walk boldly. I'm removing the spirit of fear that's tried to chain you for too long. You've played it safe. You've stayed small because the last time you stepped out, it hurt. The last time you believed big, it didn't go as planned. And part of you has been protecting yourself by shrinking your expectations. But I didn't give you a spirit of fear. I gave you power. I gave you love. I gave you a sound mind. And now, I'm calling that power forward. It's time to dream again, to believe again, to pray bigger, to declare things over your life that sound crazy to others, to walk into rooms knowing you belong there, to stop apologizing for how I've gifted you, to stop second-guessing your value. You are my masterpiece, fearfully and wonderfully made, crafted in detail, designed with purpose. Nothing about you is accidental, and I want you to stop measuring your value by the way others have treated you. Their rejection is not your reflection. Their silence is not my silence. I have loved you with an everlasting love. I have drawn you with unfailing kindness. I have called you by name, you are mine. I didn't just create you, I chose you. I didn't just form you, I filled you. With vision, with light, with strength, with my spirit. There are gifts inside you that haven't been awakened yet. Ideas you've buried because of fear. Passions you've ignored because of past failures. Dreams you've postponed because life got too heavy. but I'm breathing on those again. I'm stirring your spirit again. I'm reigniting the flame that life tried to snuff out. You are more alive than you think, more called than you feel, and more equipped than you realize. I'm raising your voice in this season. I'm giving you influence, not to elevate yourself, but to impact others. I'm positioning you to speak into lives, to carry my presence, to bring hope to places that have been dry and desperate for far too long. And you won't have to force it. The opportunities will come. The invitations will come. The connections will come. You just need to stay aligned, stay humble, stay close to me, because your protection is in my presence. Your peace is in my presence. Your power is in my presence. When the storms rage, you won't be shaken, not because of what you have, but because of who you're anchored to. I am your anchor, your fortress, your hiding place, and I will never let go of you. You need to know this. Nothing you're facing is bigger than me. That diagnosis? Not bigger than me. That financial mountain? Not bigger than me. That broken relationship? Not too far gone for me to restore. I'm the God who breathes life into dry bones. I'm the one who speaks to storms and they calm. And I'm still doing it. I'm calming storms in your mind, restoring hope in your heart, releasing breakthrough in your circumstances. You're going to feel the shift. It may not come in a loud moment. It may start with peace, with clarity, with small open doors. But stay alert. It's coming. Slowly at first, then suddenly. That's how I work. I prepare you gently, and then I release it quickly. You are not alone in this. I am surrounding you with people who carry my spirit, who will walk with you, pray with you, fight with you, cover you. I'm removing every counterfeit connection, every draining presence, every voice that speaks against your purpose. What's coming requires alignment, not just association. And I will make sure the right ones stay and the wrong ones leave. So take heart. You've been through the fire, but you're not burnt. You've been through the flood, but you didn't drown. I carried you. I preserved you. And now I'm releasing you. To walk boldly, to live fully, to rise beautifully. I see how much you've been holding in, all the questions, all the pain, all the moments when you looked around and wondered, why does it feel like everyone else is moving forward while I'm still stuck? You've smiled through tears, you've encouraged others while battling silent storms, and you've said, I'm fine, even when you felt like you were falling apart inside. But I know the truth. And I'm not disappointed in your struggle. I'm proud of your fight. Comment, Amen, if you know I've seen your silent battles. You've been so focused on what's missing that you haven't noticed what I've been building. I know your heart has felt empty, but I've been filling your future with things far greater than what you lost. You've looked back and mourned what didn't last, but what I'm preparing is something that will endure. Not temporary relief, but lasting joy. Not just a blessing that feels good for a moment, but a transformation that carries you for life. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I'm not interested in just making your life a little better. I'm reshaping your future entirely. I'm building something that will outlast the pain, something that will bless others long after your own season of struggle is over. You've asked me to fix the visible things, but I've been healing the invisible wounds that were keeping you bound. The lies you believed about yourself, the shame you've been carrying, the guilt you've never spoken about. I see it all, and I'm healing it all. This healing will feel like freedom. You'll start to notice that what used to weigh you down doesn't have the same grip on you anymore. You'll walk into places that once triggered fear and feel peace. You'll speak where you used to stay silent. You'll stand where you used to run. Because I'm not just changing your situation, I'm changing you. Comment 1111 if you're ready for that kind of healing. I'm releasing grace over your mind right now. The kind that silences torment. The kind that tells you it's okay to rest. That you don't have to earn my love. That you're not falling behind. That you haven't ruined anything. My plans for you are still intact. My purpose for you is still alive. What I spoke over your life still stands. Even with the detours, even with the delays, even with the moments where you felt like you failed, nothing you've done has disqualified you from what I'm about to do. You've believed the voice that said you're too broken, too late, too far gone. But those were never my words. I never asked you to be perfect. I asked you to be willing. And you've been willing. Willing to show up when you felt exhausted. Willing to pray even when it felt dry. Willing to believe even when your heart was tired. That's why I'm moving now. That's why heaven is shifting in your favor. There are people watching you who don't understand how you're still standing. But I do. Because I've been the one holding you up. When you felt like you couldn't take another step, it was my strength you were walking in. When you were surrounded by darkness, it was my light guiding you. And I'm not about to stop now. I'm about to carry you into a season where everything that tried to destroy you will serve as proof that I was always with you. Your pain wasn't pointless. I'm going to use it. Every tear, every heartbreak, every lonely night, none of it will be wasted. You will comfort others with the same comfort I've given you. You'll speak healing from a place of understanding. You'll shine light because you know what it feels like to sit in the dark, and people will look at your life and know that I am real.